Hello everyone! For those of you who don't know me, my name is Heather Spears and I live and breathe fashion. So anyway, this is a super special video, you guys. I am so excited that you're here to see this because it is something I am super passionate about. And the other day I was actually browsing my Instagram feed and I came across this challenge that really just brightened my world. I know it was super exciting, but it was a community challenge put on for the Met Gala. As you probably know, the Met Gala was canceled this year, or it's postponed due to COVID-19. And they put on this community challenge to where they challenged people to recreate a past Met Gala look for out of items in their own home, kind of putting together these really extravagant special looks to celebrate the Met Gala. So I was so excited. Bottom line is I was super excited, and it's put on by Met Gala, Vogue magazine, Billy Porter, some super big name, exciting things. So I thought this is a perfect opportunity to distract myself and keep busy during this time. And so I put together a look. Now the look I did was Billy Porter's 2019 look because, like, let's get real, who could forget that moment? Super inspiring stuff. And so that's what I put together. So if you would like to see that, give me a thumbs up so that I know. And the rest of this video is going to be showcasing that recreated look that I did, and then kind of talking about how I got from start to finish on that product, or some kind of fun tidbits of information about my recreated look here. So stick around and let's get started. Okay, so that is my look, my recreated Met Gala look, Billy Porter 2019. Super nice look. So there's a few reasons why I chose this piece, and one of the reasons is, of course, it was one of my favorites. I mean, hands down, you gotta pick something that inspires you and that you love if you're doing such an elaborate challenge like this. And so yeah, that was one of my favorite looks, but it also spoke to me on so many other different levels. So first of all, I mean, this look, it's elegant and it's classic and it's classy, it's sophisticated in so many ways, and that is why this look really speaks to me. It is loud and clear that this is an elegant look, and I just love that. So secondly, I feel like this look, it kind of it portrays something bigger right now in particular, and so many of us, we feel stuck. A lot of us, you know, staying home to stop the spread of COVID-19 like I am, and it gets kind of dark, and it feels stuck, and it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I figured a look like this is kind of symbolic to right now, and in a way it shows that once this is all over, we'll be able to spread our wings again, and when that happens, we are going to feel golden and we are going to feel good. So as we stick together and we battle this virus, just know there is light at the end of the tunnel and we will be able to fly again. So those are the real reasons why this outfit really spoke to me and why this was the final look that I came up with. I did not think for 1 second that I had enough supplies in my house to complete this look. I mean, it glistens, it gleams, it makes you feel like a star, and I didn't think I had enough to really make this look as loud as it needed to be. It needed to be extravagant and special, and I didn't think that I had enough of that laying around the house. So I will admit this was actually not the first look I attempted for this challenge. Now, the look that I started with was actually Lady Gaga's 2019 look, And the reason why I started there, I mean, her performance was it was stellar and everything. But the true reason why I started there was because I actually had this roll of beautiful pink fabric, and I thought, hands down, it would be the easiest for me to go with Gaga at that point, because I did have the supplies to complete that look. Now, the fabric that I had on hand for Gaga wasn't the best fabric to portray that look. So I thought maybe I could step outside the box a little bit and have a more draped version. I mean, it was kind of it was just a kind of stretchy knit fabric, but it was the right color. And I thought, well, you know, it could work if I did it this way. And so that's kind of where my mind started. But as I progressed, I wasn't impressed with it. I wasn't impressed with the way it was turning out. I just, you know, it just wasn't connecting. And there was this want in me from the very start to do Billy Porter's look. I just really, I had so many doubts that I would be able to pull it off with what I had here. And that pull and that tug kind of pushed me into where I ended up. So I was browsing the hashtag and I saw so many, I kid you not, so many great Gaga looks. I saw dogs as Lady Gaga. I saw kids. I saw so many super great looks, but it came down to seeing this full performance. Somebody went out and a couple of people I saw do some full, elaborate performances of Lady Gaga. And I knew I didn't have that performance quality in me. I just, it's just not part of who I am. So I was like, I can't do this. I really can't do this. There was just a part of me that, as much as I love it, and as much as I saw these other people just pulling this off, I knew that what I had wasn't right, and it didn't feel right. And as a creative, you know that feeling. You know how it feels like, oh. So I spent a whole day doing Gaga. And like I said, I started on Thursday, and submissions were due on Sunday. So that was really one of my 3 days. And I had 3 days to make, shoot, and post this Met Gala look. So I was like, I gotta be crazy for starting a whole new look this late in the game. But at the same time, I've been at home for so long, and I've been wanting to do something that lit a fire in me again. And this is what it was. This is really what pulled me forward. And once I decided on Billy Porter and went out and started gathering, literally as much as I could, anything that was gold, anything that was sparkly, anything that could be painted, I gathered it all up and I brought it into my room, and I made a huge mess separating pieces that would work and pieces that wouldn't work. And it came down to this one thing. It was a box full of old jewelry that I got from my grandmother, and I had chains in there, and I could construct the wig. So that is what it came down to. Once I knew I had the chain, I knew, okay, I can do this. So that's where I started, and how I got to this final Billy Porter decision. It was where my heart wanted to go, and it's where I ended up. So I am super happy with how it turned out for all the strange supplies I gathered together. So that is what made this super, super fun. So as I was saying, it was a gathering of a bunch of kind of strange supplies from around my house, like the jewelry from my grandma, and I ended up coming across some not opened, thank goodness, air dry clay. It's really super light air dry clay to start constructing the crown out of. And I used PVC pipe to make the wings stiff so it'd extend past my hands and all of that. So gathering the supplies was really kind of that fun part. Now with the fabric that I made the jumpsuit out of and the notions and things like that, I got all of those supplies for various projects over the years that I've worked on. And all of those kinds of supplies comes from FIDM Scholarship Store. So if you've ever been to downtown LA or anything like that, there is this wonderful store on the FIDM campus that offers so much help. So much help. And that's where most of the supplies that I used to create this look actually came from. Now, the thing about the supplies and the look and making everything work that was so very fun was you had to think fast, because you're on this time limit, and these are not traditional supplies that you would use on something like this every day. So it's kind of like when you come into a problem, how am I going to make the wings stand out? How am I going to do how am I going to make the crown not fall down? You've got to think fast, and you got to think, what do I have, and then go and find something to make that work. And that kept this so fast paced. And I don't remember the last time that my senses were like as heightened as they were while I was creating this look, because I had to think. I was like, do I have any? What I wanted was hangers. I wanted some coat hangers, made of wire. And I was looking and looking, I couldn't find that. But then I turned and I looked and I saw air dry clay. And so that's how, I made the crown. And it was just those fast thoughts that, it kept me on my toes. So I did the entire photo shoot in my backyard, and I live with my mom and my sister, so I did have some help with this, but my sister's pretty good with using my camera, and my mom held the reflector, and together we kind of did this kind of odd, kind of fun, kind of weird family activity of me dressed up in this extravagant recreated costume, and my sister taking the pictures, and my mom doing, all the special lighting work. And it was just kind of weird. It was kind of fun. And it was kind of like, one of those things that you'll remember for a long time and that bring you close. So I had these old shelves in my garage and this roll of extra fabric, and I thought if I laid the shelves over the grass and then laid the fabric over that, it would create kind of more of a red carpetish look. The fabric that I had, it wasn't the right color, but I decided to go towards my back wall where these pink flowers were, because I noticed at the entrance of the Met Gala last year, there are these beautiful pink flowers that kind of shielded the carpet from like the press and the audience there. And I thought it was the best way for me to reflect that with these pink hibiscus that I had. So that's why I stood out in front of those hibiscus and did the shoot. So during the middle of the shoot, I was just kind of looking around the yard, and I spotted our patio set, and it was sitting there. And on our patio set, we have this ottoman. And I was like, oh my gosh, I might not get the extravagant entrance here, but that ottoman looks an awful lot like it. So we pulled the ottoman over into our shoot space, and we got some old pillows and the patio padding and put it up just right on that ottoman and threw some black fabric over the top of it. And it turned out to look an awful lot as the best I could do version of Billy Porter's entrance. And that was so fun. That's really what once that happened, I knew, hey, we're getting the shots. And we just laughed and we had a blast doing this together. Alright, so I just wanted to take a moment to thank you guys for sitting here and listening to me ramble about my recreated Billy Porter 2019 Met Gala look. Thanks so much for being here, and I also wanted to just put out a thank you to the brilliant minds behind putting this challenge out there for the community. Like I said before, I said it many times throughout the video, this was the perfect distraction for staying home and staying safe right now, and it gave me all the emotions, all the feelings that I felt like I desperately needed. So thank you to everybody for coming and watching this and for putting this out for the community. It's been a huge support and a huge personal help for me, so I definitely appreciate that. But anyway, if you are interested in this look and if you enjoyed my video at all, please take the time to go surf the hashtag. It is Met Gala Challenge, and check out some of the other amazing creative talent that is out there. I have spent a good portion of my time looking at some of these other looks, and the things that people come up with on how to recreate these really special looks. It is inspiring, it is entertaining, and definitely, if you have a moment, go on your preferred social media platform and check it out, because these people are worthy of likes, thumbs up, and all that good stuff. So definitely get out there and check them out. You will not regret it. So anyway, again, thank you for coming. If you enjoyed my video at all, please give me a thumbs up so that I know. And if you like fashion or want more videos kind of like this, then please subscribe to my channel and I promise you more are coming, you guys. Thanks a lot for joining me, and until next time, bye!